Or you can hang out back here.
Or you can hang right here.
You want to sit right here? Why don't you sit right there? So you don't have to I understand.
And then I had to respond back. I'm sorry.
All right. So,
Well, I'm gonna get Chris the raffle. We can do it later after.
oh yeah, if we're gonna do that, have her come now.
That could have got
Jack, it's nice to meet you. This one is Miriam. Miriam? How are you? Oh, where is she? Working on something, and that one's Carrie. I'm gonna call them, and then what do I have to do? Run and go get them so that they can pick something that you think they would like. Oh.
All right. Well, go ahead and get started.
Yes, of course. All right, last call for raffle tickets.
West Virginia.
I love seeing Mini Chris here.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
I saw him earlier. I was like, that has to be Chris.
He definitely favors my side of the family. Got the Sicilian.
Make
for
sure
my
you
side.
Make sure you get the 2263.
don't click that one.
All right, let's get.
I know.
What else are you going for?
The cornhole.
You pull the numbers, okay? All right. Here we go. All right. Are you ready?
I thought you brought a baby on the.
All right, I have 2276.
2276. All right.
Yay, Mary. So the sheets and the pillowcases are going to be.
We're not getting the weight.
It's a waiting.
All right, I'm going to pull another one. I am 2283.
2283. 2283. Okay, guess not. You snooze, you lose.
Okay, I have
Oh, that's me.
2283. All right.
Right.
2283. Here, that's you. All right, we're going to pull another one. I have 2281.
Yay. All right. Woo, David. That wasn't you, right? Aw. Next.
I have 2289.
2289. All right. Oh, he got the cornhole set. She got the chairs.
Okay. And I have 2274.
2274.
That's you again?
Sabrina.
People participating, so I'm mixing it up, I swear.
No.
I have 2266.
2266.
Mr.
Jackson.
So I was like,
Okay, and then I have 2287.
2287. That is
Me.
what's her name?
Is that Miriam?
No, Carrie.
Oh, Carrie.
I don't know what she wants.
She already has that blanket.
Oh, how about these? You think she wants these?
I think you're like,
She looks like she likes to cook.
Yeah.
there's a certain look.
Okay, 2290.
2290.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right. I have 2268.
2268. All right.
263?
Should we say the next one?
Okay, I have 2265.
Oh, 2265.
This is a.
Oh,
I'm gonna cancel my transaction.
2260.
Oh, that's me.
2260.
The sheets in yeah, perfect. Okay, that's all one.
All right, get your.
Yay, go get your points.
All right, we got two more.
Okay. All right, I have 2264.
It's gonna be $12.
2264.
64? Oh, that's me again.
Oh, wow.
You can get a charger or a blanket.
Now we get a word.
Okay, I have 2263.
63?
Yep.
I don't have 64.
Does anybody have 2264? 64. Juan again. Okay.
What do you want, Juan?
All right, guys. Thank you. Sorry.
I guess I'm used to it.
I can travel one
You
more
put it in
time.
your carport.
Oh.
Okay.
You don't have a charger.
Can I change it?
That's it. That's the last one.
I have 2264.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
That's it? All right.
That's a wrap.
I'm gonna go get one.
That's all we got. All right.
2279.
Wait, that we don't have any more.
Now that we got,
Oh.
Okay, I'll go get one. Okay.
now that we got that nonsense done. Hey guys, welcome to Connection Points. We're gonna go get started
It's not
with our
nonsense.
never-ending
We
raffles.
raised a lot of money,
Our
thanks.
raffles go on. Hey, one of the things that I like to point out is Keller Williams is not like every other company out there, and we talk about our Y4C2Ts a lot. We'll talk about that today. But our mission, I think, is worth revisiting from time to time because truly, this is why you're here. To build a career worth having, a business worth owning, a life worth living, experiences worth giving, and legacies worth leaving. And so why do we put such a focus on lead generation, right? Well, our bold coach said this last year. I said, Dave, this morning, if you lead generate, you don't have to tolerate, right? And you hear realtors talk about those horror stories about this or about that. Well, if you have enough leads, you don't need those horror stories, right? You've got a lot of clients to work, so that's a career worth having. A business worth owning is why we look at your P&L, why it's really important to keep stock of how much money goes out and how much money comes in. Because it's no use having a business that isn't profitable, right? So business is worth owning. Lives worth living. That's why we're going to say get all of the important stuff, your big rocks done before noon, right? Your lead generation should happen between 9 and 11 or 9 and 12 so that the rest of the day you go on appointments and you do the things you want to do. Experiences worth giving, right? I love that one because I always think of my family. Come on in, guys. When I think of experiences worth giving, but the money is good for the good that it can do, right? It's not good to have a pile on it like the Scrooge McDuck, although I wouldn't mind swimming in a pile of money. So that'd be gross. Money is so dirty. Like Scrooge McDuck must have needed like a major shower. Anyway, and legacy is worth leaving. It's why we talk about wealth and investment. Because we're not here just for ourselves. We're here to change our legacy. So I love that. So that is our mission. And so to kind of connect to that mission, why don't you guys have those conversations? How many contacts did you make last week? Contacts added in the database, leads from where did they come? How many contracts, how many escrows, and how many closings? Any more? Get set. Talk amongst yourselves.
I know. I was here. I know. Jack like Facebook because if you go to like Larry Talks or like Sites Talks or those things, then like if somebody knows you, they can always tag you. Because some people that I know that have like businesses only on Instagram, I want to tag them, but it just takes so long to tag them. You already get like 50 notifications. That's what I noticed. I have one lady actually called me back, she came one, she sugar tested me, and then I never heard from her, and then she just came back today. That was in March, she come back, and then I have another I know you gotta hit my pizza.
All right, well, that's your time. All right, Jack, you did number one again. Yeah, perfect. All right, well, come on back, guys, come on back. So, we do this every week. We talk about we talk about the conversations, the numbers that matter, right? And that goes back to a business worth owning. Right, a business worth owning has production. A business worth owning has activities, right? And to have that business worth owning, we've got to focus on these numbers. How many contacts did you make last week? Do you know? Right? Because if you don't know, then I wouldn't invest in your business. Right? If you don't know, then you couldn't say to somebody, hey, my business does X. You're just kind of rolling the dice, right? It's a game of chance. How many contacts did you add to your database? There's a direct correlation between the number of contacts that you're in relationship with and the amount of money that you make in a year. So your focus should be, you should be laser focused on how can I grow that database, how can I grow that database, how can I grow that database, and then how many leads and where did they come from. If you know that there are people in your world, if you're tracking it and you realize, man, every 5th time I talk to Maria, I get a lead. What are you going to do?
Talk to Maria 5
Talk to
times.
Maria more times, that's right, yeah, absolutely. If you know that every time, every 6th time I go to Rotary Club, I get a lead, what are you going to do? Go to Rotary Club, right? If you know that your Facebook advertising delivers you leads at $3 a lead, then then you know how much money to spend. If you know that the money you're spending on X campaign hasn't delivered anything in 6 months, what do you need to do?
Cancel it.
Cancel it, that's right. So how many leads did you get and where did they come from? Right? And again, how many contracts did you write? Critically important, because right now, if you're working primarily with buyers, are you tracking how many contracts, how many offers it takes to get to a closing? If you're not, then you're missing out that the number's going up, right? We'll talk about that today. And how many escrows, how many closings? Closings are what we're shooting for. So our beliefs are Y4C2Ts. Brent isn't here, so we'll do a little more abbreviated Y4C2Ts today. Why don't you guys stand up, we'll go through our beliefs. All right, here we go. On your mark, get set.
Go.
Win-win
or no deal. Integrity. Do the right thing. Customers always come first. Commitment in all things. Communication. Seek first to understand. Creativity. Ideas before results. Teamwork. Together everyone achieves more. Trust starts with honesty. Equity. Opportunities for all. Success is through
Let's get to it. Have a seat, guys. Hey, what I want to talk about today is teamwork. Together, everyone achieves more. If we know that, that's true, right? Together, everyone achieves more. So, how are you leveraging that in your business? I say this all the time. I love the data, the science around community, right? We know that when you are standing looking at a steep hill, it's 20% less steep when you're standing next to a friend. So, do you struggle with lead generation? Oh, call reluctance. Guess what? It's going to be 20% less hard, I guess, if you're standing next to a friend. Do you have somebody to keep you accountable? Are you meeting with someone to do your lead generation? Are you sharing your goals? Because you're 70% more likely to achieve a goal if you've shared it with someone, you gave them permission to hold you accountable. Are you doing that? Right? Here's the question. Are you or are you not? Talk amongst yourselves. If you're not, set some appointments with each other. On your mark, get set, go, talk. Are you sharing your goals? Do you have accountability? And how can you leverage teamwork to get you where you need to be? All right, Jack, give me camera too. Good, so, come back. All right, gonna count back from 5 to 1. When I get to 1, and you go back with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jack, go ahead, give me camera 1. Thank you. Got my son Jack producing today's Connection Point Online. Okay, so, nice job, Jack. He's doing a great job on cameras. So, this conversation, teamwork, together, everyone achieves more. Guys, from 9 to 11 o'clock, this place should absolutely hum with energy and excitement because you're working as a team to develop as many leads as possible so that you can grow your business and win together. That should just be part of our reality. So my question, and I know, what I hear is a lot of people, well, I like to lead generate in the afternoons, or I like to do this, or I like to do that. Guess what? You're not doing it, right? How do I know you're not doing it? Because I don't see any breakaway stars right now, right? If you're lead generating together, say, sorry, Tyler. Okay, yeah. Generally, right. If you are lead generating together every day from 9 to 11, you know what's going to happen? We're going to start seeing transactions added. We're going to start seeing Keller Williams Riverside pull away from the pack, right? But if we all kind of go, well, I don't, well, I this, well, I, stop being the exception, right? One of the humanity's greatest strengths is we all think we're the exception to the rule. One of our greatest weaknesses is we all think we're the exception to the rule. You know, the reality is the exception to the rule. Most of the pioneers died, right? Because they thought they were the exception to the rule. Just follow the rule. Lead generate, 9 to 11. The lone wolf dies. Start being part of the pack. So I want to see you in here every day doing your lead generation together, sharing those victories. That may mean phone calls some days. It may mean you go out door knocking, right? It may mean you're looking for another, you're brainstorming. It's definitely going to mean you're role playing, right? And we're going to have a lot to role play about in our market update. So, events and announcements. Ignite every Monday and Thursday from 9 to 12 p.m. And 9 a.m. is actually the start time. Please do not roll in at 9:30 or 10. If you do, you will be refused admittance from now on. So we need you here at 9. We want you to take your career seriously. This is a job. People who have a job get paid. People who don't have a job don't. Right? So show up like it's a job. 9 to 12. Ray, anything on that?
And you're also, it's a job, but you're also being disrespectful to the teacher.
Well, yeah,
You're
absolutely.
standing there waiting for me. I mean,
That's true. That's true. And the teacher's amazing.
he is.
Well, you do it too.
Not as well.
All right. Good. Hey, May 24th, 1 to 2 p.m. I just Ray and I had a little fix right there. I'm excited about this event. So we're going to be doing this down at Ivar on May 24th from 1 to 2. And we're really going to be focusing on how to learn to use AI in your real estate business. Some of you guys are doing this right now. And I love it because I've had conversations with a number of agents, and how quickly you're adopting these tools is fantastic. I had a consult with Jules Farmer over in Norco last week, and we had talked a month prior, just like I do with my top 20%, and I asked her about AI, and she's like, oh my gosh, I'm using it all the time, and she went and listed the things she's using it on. This is a tool you can use to leverage. There are a lot of different ways to do that. David?
Yeah, I actually use AI to translate the buyer's guide in Command into Spanish using AI. So the whole buyer's guide is into Spanish. I print it out, so when I'm doing open houses or meeting with a Spanish speaker, I'm doing the Command.
I love that. And do you read Spanish too?
Yeah,
Okay,
obviously.
we could, I don't know.
Yeah,
Assumptions, right?
so obviously,
Yeah.
it's not gonna translate it to the dot, but obviously I speak Spanish, so I know which word I need to change and what.
So I love that. So that's a huge time save though, right?
Yeah.
Because if David had to go through line by line, word by word, translate to Spanish, it would be like,
Yeah, it was the whole page.
Oh, yeah.
Into Spanish, copy and paste.
and then you
That's
read it
it.
through and you're like, oh no, that's stupid. And
Right,
then you fix
right.
it, right?
Right.
So I do this with my emails. I will reply to an email, I'll reply, and then I'll go, I copy what I wrote, I paste it in the AI, and I say, please rewrite for clarity, right? And it goes through, and I realize, did I say what I said, did what I said make sense, right? Property descriptions, tons of utilities, but also some really cool things with video and images as well. So we'll be going in all that. I'll be teaching that. This is an incredible opportunity to invite a co-op agent, right? Because it's a neutral location, neutral topic, but we can share a little bit about what we do, right? We make our industry better. So mark your calendars, May 24th, invite a friend. Cool. Personal Development Committee, this is Mindset Thursdays with Mary and Christina. This is a fantastic, one of our ALC committees. If you have not been attending, please do. Because if you're going to show up and get it done, your mind has to be strong. So check that out. And I don't, any more information from you guys?
They're in a meeting right now, but yes, it'll be this Thursday, and we're
Yeah.
gonna be going over a few questions that we sent out prior. So if anyone
Alright.
wants to show up and needs those questions, just reach to me and I'll send them to you.
Cool. All right. Boom. Broker Blitz. This, I believe, is being headed up by Tyler. Get on the Caravan, May 5th at 11 a.m. Join us at one of our agents' listings for lunch, and we're going to promote those on our social media. So what you're going to do, Kelly, you want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Woo!
Okay, good. Yes.
Okay, Broker Blitz. Broker Blitz. All right. I don't know if you saw the video.
Hey,
but
Tyler,
you should
move to the
check
middle.
that
You're
out.
not on camera.
Oh,
on the
There you
video.
go, yeah.
You turn the sound up. I
Broker
can't hear
Blitz.
it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go to Suzanne Hove's beautiful listing on Chattanooga.
Yeah, we are.
We're gonna do some social media content. We're trying to get everybody to start promoting everybody else's listings. This is what the #1 brokerage in Riverside does. This is the reason why they're #1. So if we want to be #1 and rise to the top, we have to continue to collaborate. So that's what this office needs to specialize in now. So we're gonna start going into each other's listings and start videoing that content. If you want to have your listing featured, please reach out to me. You should have my cell phone number. If you don't, it's 951-660-5981. And my email is tyler@soldbyht.com, okay? If you want one of your listings included. Poolies, I'm looking at you. Christine, I'm looking at you. We definitely want to do one with you. Ray,
Hey, man.
one of your students, if they have one coming up. Anything like Jen, same thing. Anything you guys want to do, just let me know because we want to really contribute. So we're gonna do some social media teaching. Saul is gotten like super viral on his videos. This last one he did 161,000 views. So I'm gonna have him teach people how to do that. 161,000, yeah. He's gotten 10 leads from it. We've got 2 listing appointments.
What's that one?
Instagram. Yep.
You want us to RSVP by when?
Oh, if you could just let me, yeah, Wednesday, right? Wednesday?
That would help.
Okay. Yeah, Brandon's providing lunch. Woo woo!
That's tomorrow.
Is it on the Facebook page?
Well, how are you promoting it? I didn't see anything.
Yeah, it is. It's on some.
Well then,
Sorry.
Samantha, can we get on that
No, we
Facebook page?
posted, well, it was on the text that I send you out every Monday,
Okay.
and it was on Friday's email, it's on Instagram.
I'll put it on the Facebook page today.
I
Yes,
will.
Jen.
What I don't wanna have happen, when I worked at Remax, I did exactly what we're talking about right now, and in the office meeting, everybody was super excited. I catered it It was an upper end listing. I had everybody RSVP. This is a true story. I had my husband help. I had my kids help. I had all this food. I even offered a $100 raffle, and I had everybody commit to come. Nobody showed up. I'm not making this up.
4 agents on my team. How many
But I'm
agents
making
are-
a point.
Yes.
We need to show up. We need to support, not just lip service.
Yes.
Because when my seller asked me, because I promoted the listing, you know, how many people from your office showed up? None. I looked really bad.
Yeah.
So I'm coming.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right, there we go. 9. All right, we got 9. Okay. Good. So I'd love to see you all there. We'll let you get back to your duty.
No worries. No, so I love this because, you know, once upon a time, back in around the turn of the century, we used to do caravans on a regular basis. You would, at team meeting, you would go caravan, you'd go to all the listings, you'd see them. And at that point, it was really for the listing agent. You'd go and you'd put your card down, the listing agent would say, look, I had 20 agents through your house, oh my gosh, look at me. But for the people going through, it was really, we just went through and put the cards down. That's all flipped now. Right? It used to be you did a caravan for the listing agent. Now you do these for you, right? Because you are now walking around these homes and you are doing your social media and you are promoting this on your channel and you're leveraging other people's listings to build your following, right? So that's all flipped. What's
Saul's
that?
done this a lot.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of people that he's shown property to. I mean, it's going to translate to tens of thousands of dollars in his pocket. So it's worth doing.
It's
Sorry.
worth doing on a
It
caravan.
works.
It's worth
It
doing
works.
on your own. Go out in those homes. I mean, hey, on COVID, I started following real estate agents who were doing these kind of things. When I bought my home in Murrieta, I went online, I looked it up on YouTube, and I watched the videos that had been posted about my home on a previous listing. Right? Those live forever. And so if you start posting $1 million homes in Riverside or exclusive home in Riverside, that lives on YouTube forever, and so you have that to advertise with. So make sure you're doing it. This helps you build your business. So get there. All right, Mother's Day photo shoot is a free event on May the 9th, sponsored by Brandon Bedoin and Secure Choice Lending. And so RSVP using the QR code there. This is for you guys. This is for you to come on in and have some pictures with your kids or grandkids. If we have space, we'll open up to clients. But really, this is us. This is Brandon giving back to you, right?
Thank you, Brandon.
All right, there you go. All right. Cool. Anything else on that one? All right, good, Karen. All right, good. Red Day. We've got lots, guys. It's time. If you've been waiting to start talking to your clients about Red Day, it's time. It's past time, right? We need to really start getting the word out. So Red Day outreach on May 11th, on actual Red Day, we will be here and we will be hitting the streets and hitting the phones, calling every single person in your database and tell them about this incredible event that we're doing to support our community. And once we've exhausted that, we're going to be hitting the streets and handing out flyers. Count on being here all day on May the 11th from 9 to 5 to promote Red Day. That is a day of service. We're closed for business as usual. May 12th, we need volunteers to help set up the carnival, the fair that's happening in the parking lot. And then on May 13th, from 11 to 5 p.m., and do you have an earlier call time for volunteers than 11 a.m.?
The other sponsors know.
Sponsors know.
Yeah.
We're going to be here in the parking lot greeting your clients, greeting our community, being present for this incredible fair and fundraiser we're doing. So really mark your calendars. We have just such a tremendous opportunity with this. Do not miss it. And so Red Day tickets, if you would like to get tickets for the event, it's a $6 donation. We're not going to turn anybody away, but we're trying to raise money to support the Children and Family Foundation. There's game booths, inflatables, a petting zoo, all kinds of good stuff. A great thing to do for you and your database would be for your center of the circle clients, the people who refer you business, buy some tickets and get those to those people. Say, hey, I'd like you to be my guest, right? And bring them to that event. Or work with a vendor to get some sponsorship so that you can bring them in, right? But treat your people right and help support this. Use it for you. This is your event. Also, we've got our blood drive. You can sign up already right now to donate blood and save a life. My story with this is personal, right? My son, Ben, was going through his cancer treatment, needed multiple blood transfusions for platelets. For platelets. And because when you're on chemo, you don't realize this, but all those little kids on chemo, their body doesn't produce red blood cells the way it needs to, and so they have to have transfusions so they can keep going. Without that blood, there's no Ben, right? So it's not, we think about accidents, we think about surgeries. Also, I just want to say, for little kids with cancer too. So if you can sign up or spread the news, we would love it if they have to bring another bloodmobile, which is the grossest name for a car ever. But we'd love that to be part of it. So, and then just some examples of what's going to be going on. It's going to be a great event. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Ray and Jen for our Mentor Minute. Come on up. And I'm starting the timer.
Are we just yelling out? There's only 1 minute.
Well, come on up. Come on
Yeah,
up.
real quick, that blitz, we're meeting here at 11 or there at 11?
Here at 10:30.
Okay, so maybe we should change my class, because my class gets over 11, that's not gonna work, so.
Oh,
we should talk about
10:45.
that.
We can leave here at 10:45.
Leaving here at 10:45?
Yeah, because it's like only
Okay.
15 minutes away.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
over by
I'll
Mount
talk
Vernon.
Oh, okay.
Close to it.
Good, I'm just go home now. No, I'm just kidding. Wait, Benjamin, I'm sorry, 1 minute, 30 seconds for me, 30 seconds. And if you're in the mentorship program, we've got some great successes. I'll let Jen talk about some of it, and I will have someone stand up right now.
Do
And
it, Logan.
this man here has a list thing.
Yes.
That is the thing that he spoke yesterday, that is signed, guess what? It's a 6%. Woo! So I just want to say, congratulations. Anything you want to add?
Attendance is great. There's so much energy. Eric, could you just say one thing in the last 2 weeks that stands out to you the most about how you're enjoying mentorship?
I feel more confident in the way I speak and everything. Learning from Jen, she teaches me a lot, so I can go out there and just be like, hey, this is this. And before I would be like, I don't know. So a lot of confidence now. More.
Wow, that's it for that. That was a legit minute. I wasn't expecting that. So, yeah. No, if you want to get your career jump started right away, this is not just for new agents. This is for anybody whose business is not where they want it to be. Because what happens is when your business is not where you want it to be because you're not doing the tasks you need to do, a lot of agents are tempted to go, oh, I'll go do OpCity, or I'll go do Ojo, which are fine, right? Or I'll go buy leads from Zillow, or I'll go do all these things. And I'm going to pay a 38% referral fee and all that, right? And I'm going to chase a lot of really bad leads, right? And so here's the thing, get into mentorship. Yeah, you'll pay a mentor fee, but the mentor's going to help teach you how to set that database up and to get it working so you're getting business on a consistent basis that you're paying 0 referral on, right? They're going to get you on that solid foundation. So don't waste your time. If you're not where you want to be, if you're not at CAP, I really want you to strongly consider mentorship because that is going to get you where you need to be. So talk to Ray, talk to Jen, get your business moving. Cool. Well, hey, listings, we've got a lot coming up here. So coming soon, we've got a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,862 square feet from Logan and Ray Wright. Logan, what do you want to tell us about it?
It's a really nice house. The area has a nice view of the mountains, of the Heavy Mountains. There's an orange tree in the back if you guys like orange juice or, for the summer, it's perfect. RV parking as well, or you can face a boat as this tenant does. And the interior is pretty updated.
It's tenant occupied?
Yeah. But
Till when?
Till June 1st.
Oh, easy peasy.
Yeah. And for 485, that's a good price. Gosh, the orange trees right now, they smell amazing. And I just drove by the Grove on Van Buren and I was like, roll down the windows, roll down the windows. It smells so good. All right, so yeah, talk to Logan, talk to Ray, get more information on this opportunity in Hemet. And Logan, congratulations. Really excited to see where that's going to go. Coming soon, we've got a 3-bedroom, 2-bath from the Beach Hill team, 1,750 square feet for $605 on Hampton Way in Riverside, California. That will be coming soon. Coming soon from Diane Frank, we've got a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,872 square feet for $949. I'm guessing it's in Canyon Lake, so my guess is that's probably water adjacent or somewhere relatively close to that. Be my guess at that price point for that size. Yeah. So talk to Diane for more information. I might actually have somebody interested in
We
that.
have a buyer for her.
You have a buyer. All right. Well, there you go. So hopefully we can connect that up. The Bamboo Tree Team for lease, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,241 square feet for $3,600, and this is in Corona, California. Good. Just listed again from the Beach Hills, 3 bedrooms, 2-bath, 1,234 square feet for $550. Great price in Fontana, California.
Oh, I saw them.
Was that?
I saw that one and I was like thinking about my in-laws for them.
All right. The Van Brook team with a gorgeous listing in Hemet, California. 5 bedrooms, 5 baths for 4,846 square feet. Ginormous little home there. Listed for just under $800,000. What a beautiful setting. My goodness, that is gorgeous. So talk to Tanya. Yeah, phenomenal pictures. It looks like, who's that guy, the painter of light, does all the, you know talking about?
Thomas Kincaid.
Yeah, it looks like a Kincaid, really. I mean, it's a great photo. And I feel like I'm 1,000 years old. Okay, so 2 bedroom, 2 baths, just listed from the Kevin Allen Re-Story team. This one is listed at $388 and in Riverside. So $388, that's a good price to get in at on a condo in Riverside. So talk to Kevin for more information. Just listed Van Brook team, $160,000. This is land in Terave. I have no idea where Terave is. I've never heard of that place before. So, all right, we'll contact Tanya to find out where Terave is. I really have no idea. Yeah, or it's a typo. We'll never know. Chino, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, just listed from the Van Brook team. Tanya's back with a vengeance. $599. So look, $599 in Chino, great price. And again, phenomenal photography. So talk to Tanya about that. Eddie Villafan, love to see Eddie back on the board with 4 bedrooms, 3 baths for 2,500 square feet for $399. $399. That seems really low. San Jacinto.
Yeah, that's still low.
Still low, so let's double check that. Makes me a little nervous on that one, but if that's the case, I'll see you guys later. I've got a house.
Low maintenance front yard there, look at that.
Seriously, again, we'll see if the price comes out to be right. If it is, that is an investment opportunity for sure, and it will not last long. So, all right, well, hey, we wanted to touch real quick on profit share because I talked about wealth last week. You know, the first step in wealth is getting control of your money. We talked about that. But then it comes down into investment. You know, one of the things that you have access to as a Keller Williams associate is a long-term wealth strategy called profit share. We're a unique company in that we believe that as the company grows, you're stakeholders in that. It's not just about putting more money in the owner's pocket. It's about giving more money back to our associates because we truly are a team here. So just a kind of a little bit, we're going to do a little quick video on profit share just to help you understand the benefits, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. So,
That associate's profit share tree on a monthly basis.
Hold
The
on.
associate's
Sorry, I
profit
started
share
in the middle. Let's go back.
When deals close, agents who haven't packed pay company dollar to the market center. The market center uses that money to pay its bills. What's left over is profit. Every real estate business is in business for profit, and usually the owners keep all of that profit. This practice makes sense. Owners invest in businesses with the hope of seeing a return. At Keller Williams Realty, we do things a little differently. We believe in growing the business together. So we split the profit between the owners who took the risk and the associates who have helped grow the market center. Roughly 52% goes to the owners who took the risk, and roughly 48% goes to the associates who helped grow the market center. So, how is it dispersed? We figure out what percentage of the market center's profit is a result of that associate, and we take that percentage of the profit share pool and disperse it through the branches of that associate's profit share tree on a monthly basis. The associate sponsor gets half, the associate sponsor's sponsor gets 10%, and so on until all of it is dispersed through 7 levels of sponsorship. At Keller Williams Realty, we believe the profit will grow exponentially when everybody has the opportunity to share in it. We believe in finding the win-win and in doing the right thing, because together, everyone will achieve more.
All right, well, good deal. So, I don't know any other company in the world where you have this opportunity. A truly passive wealth generator for you. I mentioned this story last year. Sorry, I'm trying to get out of this slide. So, I mentioned this story earlier this year. Well, I bought a car, and I went down to buy that car at the Mazda dealership, and I went in to see the finance manager because I was, financing it because I didn't pay cash, which I should have known, but I didn't. And the finance manager said, "Oh, you work for Keller Williams." He goes, yeah, I get a profit share check every month from my father. His father had passed away, but the profit share continued to go to the family, right? So literally there is wealth coming into that family every month, even after the father had passed away. It's an incredible opportunity, right? And now you as an associate, if you were getting a profit share check every month, can you imagine if you just were putting that directly into, say, an index fund? Just a passive investment. You know, if you've studied compounding interest at all, what you know is that's going to have exponential growth over your career. And so right now we know that a capper brought into our ecosystem here at Keller Williams Riverside is worth about $1,300 a year on average. So like if a capper comes in and names you a sponsor, then you're going to get about $1,300 a year from that capper. However, as the market center grows, what happens? What do we get more of as we grow? Profit, right? More agents equals more profit. More profit equals more profit share. So right now it's $1,300 about. Well, what if we double in size? We double in profit. What does that mean for you? And now it's $2,600, right? And so if you have 15 people at $2,600, the math adds up very quickly. And so one of the things I'm laser focused on in this market center now is that we get our profit up. We get it up as quickly as possible because I want profit share to be so appealing that people are sending us agents from all over the country and you are getting the benefits from that. Does that make sense? So that's why we're going to keep revisiting profit share because I want to build your long-term wealth, and I just don't know of any other passive wealth stream that's going to pay you like profit share will. So anyway, just wanted to touch on that. We'll touch on it more in coming up. But hey, let's talk about the market, and that's really what I wanted to get to now. So this is a picture of Riverside in the last 6 months. This is City of Riverside. It's a bit of an eye chart there, but what you can see is what's going on with listings right now. Down. Yeah. Now what's unusual is this what we would expect to see?
No.
No. In a typical market, what we're going to see is listings are going to dip, usually to their low point January, February, and they're going to start coming back up. So right now, we're seeing a very compressed market. There were only 359 active listings in April, and that was down 23% from March. So have you noticed it's getting harder to get offers accepted?
Yes.
This is why. The competition is incredibly fierce. Okay, now, is that just unique to Riverside? No, this is Moreno Valley. In Moreno Valley, we had 253 active listings. They're down 25% from March, month over month. Right? So we're seeing that listings are really contracting, right? If there are no listings, just the number of sales it just makes sense, there's less sales. So, and then this is Norco and Eastvale, same thing, 92 active listings in April, down 20% from March. So on a whole, our listings are down in the mid-20s, month over month, and you can see 6 months, I mean, it's just crazy how much we've gone down from November 2022. November, typically one of the slowest months of the year. We'll look at where we are right now. Okay, so I want you to put that in the back of your brain because we're going to talk about why this information is important and how you can use it, right? Just put it back in your brain. Start just letting it kind of ruminate back there, like, okay, how can I use this? How can this help me? Because there's two ways to look at the information. Oh my gosh, there's no listings. That's why it's okay for me to fail. Or, how do I use this to my advantage, right? Okay, so days to sell. This is interesting too. And this is, again, since November of 2022. If we look at the market right now, it is 17 days to sell, right? That, if you don't know this, that is incredibly fast. That is a lightning market. That does not happen except for the last 3 years. It would be more typical to be on the market for 6 months, right, historically speaking. So the fact that homes are selling that fast means it is probably the easiest time, the most hassle-free time to sell your home ever, right? Again, stick it in the back of your brain, how can we use that? You could look at the negative and say, oh my gosh, it's so hard to get buyers accepted. Or you could say, wait a minute, there's something here that makes an advantage to me. Cool. And then expired listings. This, I went back a little bit further for some historical, just some context. Since 2021, well, you can look at the numbers, right? What's happening with expired listings right now? What?
A lot less.
There's a lot less. Absolutely. Why are there less listings or expired listings? Because there's a lot less listings, right? Because right now, if you can't sell the house, there's something wrong with you, right? If you list a home and it doesn't sell, there's something tragically wrong. It's probably priced way overpriced, or the dead body's still there, right? It's one of those two things. But traditionally, real estate agents, this is a major source of listings for people. A major source for most real estate in most markets, a major source of listings is other agents who took bad listings, right? And then they expired. Because an expired listing is somebody who raised their hand and said, I want to sell. So should we throw that out? No, we should still be looking at expired listings, but should we count on it as a major driver of our business? Probably not, right? So just something to be aware of. We want to watch that number. Because look at this. Back in December, there were 160 expired listings, Riverside, Norco, Eastville, Moreno Valley, and Harupa. Now we are just 37, 38. So that's crazy though. But again, how can I use this information to my advantage? What's the story that I tell? Right, so think about those things we'll talk about in a second. Okay, so that's just a quick market recap. Not a lot of slides, because I think the story is pretty clear right now. What's driving this? If we're looking at low inventory, what's driving it?
Well, 3% interest rates that people just got in 2021.
Yep.
And in early 2022.
Absolutely. 70% of homeowners are locked in around 3.3 or under, right? So 70% of homeowners think, I can't afford to buy a new home. My payment would go way up, right? And so there's a lot of people who are sitting on the sidelines. Now, what else is driving it?
There's nowhere to move.
Nowhere to move? Yeah, inventory's low. We've been facing that. I would say, too, there's a national narrative that the market is going to crash, right? If you follow the national news, you probably have seen stories about, oh, prices are down. Prices are down. I thought I had that slide in here. Maybe I didn't. So, I forgot the slide. Are prices down?
No.
Not in any meaningful way. Prices are actually really static, and I apologize. I thought I brought that slide in. But if you see us since 2021, prices are just boom, and since 2021 they're actually up, right? So here's my takeaways. Inventory's low, right? Well, is that a bad thing? If you're a seller, is low inventory a bad thing?
No, it's phenomenal.
It's phenomenal, right? What's the primary law of economics? Supply and demand, right? So what's low right now?
Supply.
And what's high?
Demand.
All right, so is it a good time to sell your house?
Yes.
Absolutely. It's never been a better time to sell your house because we're having home show right now that are getting 120 showings, 30 offers, and offers over asking. Is it going to be like that in 6 months? I don't know, but it's definitely like that now. So let me ask you this. If you could get the price you want, where would you go? Texas, yeah, exactly. It's funny because Texas people got it and they're like, man, this sucks. Anyway, no.
Yeah. I've been looking in Texas and it's not as inexpensive. It's really expensive
actually,
and it's happening. Multiple offers and it's crazy.
Yeah.
Before
And your
moving
taxes
back,
are
Not even in Texas.
But that's the conversation because once they start talking about where they're going to go, what are they telling you?
They wanna go.
They want to go. They've been thinking about it. Oh yeah, why would you go to North Carolina? Well, my grandkids are there. Wow, how old are your grandkids? Well, oh my gosh, yeah. So is it important to you to be part of their life? Yeah. So how long do you want to wait before you go be part of their life? Right? Okay, now we got motivation. And again, I don't ever want to make someone do something that's not in their interest. But I do want to help them realize what's truly important to them. Because I don't want fear of the national news to stop someone from going to move to North Carolina to be with their grandkids, right? Or you have a client who's in a home, they're in a 2-story home, and they've been in it for 30 years, they're in a trust, right? So let me ask you, if you got your price, what would you do? We probably need someplace a little bit smaller, we don't even go upstairs. Okay. So now that's a transition of life thing, right? Why are you selling? Just can't live with that person anymore. Okay. Right? So we could divide the house in 2, or we could sell it. So we ask these questions, but inventory low is is good for you. It is a arrow in your quiver so that you can go out and have this. So when people say, oh, what's going on with the real estate market? I've heard blah, blah, blah. I heard the market's really down. What the market is down means that the sales volume overall is down. There are less homes for sale. That's not what the consumer thinks. When the consumer says the price is down, what they think, or this market is down, they think it means prices have crashed. They have not. So the conversation is, no, actually, incredible time to sell. Inventory's never been lower. Demand for your home has never been higher. Are you thinking about it? Right? Expireds are low. What does that mean? Do you know that? What's that?
The homes are selling.
Homes are selling. Yeah, yeah. So listen, not only is there high demand, almost everything is selling. Nothing's expiring, right? So it's good for you. Days on market are low. What does that mean to the seller?
They're selling fast.
It's easy. It's less disruptive. Listen, we could probably show your house. We're going to go active on Thursday. We're going to show it Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And if we price it right, chances are we're going to have multiple offers on Monday. Right? So it's going to be easy for you. Because what do they want? They want the highest price with the least hassle. Well, welcome to this market, right? Buyer demand is outpacing supply. Again, for my listings, hey, the good news is there's probably 10 buyers for your house right now who are going to fight each other for it, right? Prices are high, and prices are high. There's a lot of sellers who are on the sidelines. This is the other thing I want you to just to realize. Look at this right now, active listings numbers. What does that tell me? It tells me that there's a buildup of sellers. That there are a lot of sellers who aren't in the market right now, but still have the same motivations that they had a couple years ago, but fear is keeping them on the sidelines. That tells me there are a lot of off-market listings right now. There are a lot of people who want to sell their home, but fear has stopped them from doing it. And so if inventory is this low, as we move into the summer season, what's going to happen? A lot of those people who have to sell are going to. And a lot of people who want to sell are going to start thinking about it. So what does that mean you need to be doing right now?
Listings.
Get listings, yeah. You need to be talking to your database. You need to be talking to people in your life and educating them on the reality of the market, because they may be sitting off because they're worried that prices are low, or that they don't want to lose money, or all these things. And you can tell them right now that this is the easiest time to sell your house you will probably ever encounter. What would you do with the money if you could? Right? Well, I don't know where I'd go. Well, what do you need? Right? I don't know where I go doesn't stop the conversation. It's another question. Right? Well, we go here. Or the grand, okay, well, what if I can help you get there? Right? And then we help them with that conversation. Will you get 100% of those listings? No. Will you get 50%? Maybe. Failing that way is pretty good, right? So that's one of the points there. There is a lot of sellers on the sidelines, but information is key. And so what you've got to be really careful of right now is the story that you are buying into and the story that you are telling. Because everybody who walks up to me and wants to talk about real estate wants to hear about, oh my gosh, I heard it's really tough, volume sales are down, blah, blah, blah. And as an industry, yes, for us, it's a little bit harder because we have less sales, true. For the consumer, it is the best time ever to sell your home. Is it hard to buy a home? It's a challenge. That's why you need a professional. What's the story you're telling? What's the story you're buying into? Here's the other good news. When's the best time to invest in the real estate market?
Well, really 20 years ago.
20 years ago, thank you. When's the next best time? Today, great. When's the best time to invest in the stock market?
Oh.
Typically,
100 years ago.
you want to buy low and sell high, right? You want to get in when the market's down. You as a real estate agent, guess what? When's the best time to start selling real estate? Right now. Because if you do the work to be successful right now, what happens when the market comes up? Your business grows. Your business grows. Will the market stay down like this?
No.
Absolutely not. Right? If you do the work right now to build a business right now, you will blow out your competition, period. When the market comes back, your business will come roaring with it. So don't, I hear this from people all the time. Well, I was thinking about getting real estate, but it's a bad time to get in. Best time to get in.
Tell them no.
Best time to get in. You're in it at the right moment. Because most people will not do the work, period. But if you run this like a business, you get in at 9 o'clock every morning, you lead generate from 9 to 11, you're going to get the leads. Those leads will turn into contracts. Those contracts will turn into escrows, and those escrows will turn into sales. And as the market comes back, that work will pay off sevenfold, period. Right? So, best time to be a real estate agent, right now. What's your story? Do me a favor, turn to your neighbor and tell them what you need to tell a seller to help that seller make the right decision. On your mark, get set, go. 2, 1, good. Hey, so what you just did, this is what we need to be doing. Right? That conversation with each other about what do I say? How do I explain this? That's role playing, right? That's what needs to happen. So when you show up here at 8:30 in the morning before you make your calls at 9, what should be happening is you should be having these conversations. That's the buzz we should hear in the market center, because you're getting ready and gearing up, so you're not practicing on the people at the sidelines of soccer. You're not practicing on your friends and family lead generating, your people in your sphere. You're ready to talk about it. You're primed because you know the story, right? If you're not doing that, then you're not being intentional about forming your mind on this, and your mind is being formed by the national news, which is the consumer. You're not a consumer. You're an expert. It's time to start acting like one, right? Cool. Well, hey, our meeting today is sponsored by Zach Douglas from Junk Dogs. He's providing lunch for us. So, Zach, you want to come on up and say hi and tell us a little bit about your business?
Of course.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Hi everybody, well I am Zach Douglas. I am one of the owners of Junk Dogs. It's actually me and my brother's company. My brother was the one that started it up. He started it up in 2020, kind of right in the height of COVID. He was actually working for a moving company at the time for about a year, and they did 7 junk removal jobs in one day for the moving company out of the moving trucks. So it was kind of like, my brother's like, well, you know what, there's something here. We shouldn't be moving junk in the moving trucks, the same stuff we're kind of moving from house to house with the client's actual stuff that they want to keep. So we went up to the owner of that company and was like, hey, let's partner together. Let me take on the junk removal side. We wanted no part of that. So my brother's like, well, I'm out. I'm going to go do my own thing. He was actually a senior in college, or going to be a senior in college, but he decided to take a year off because he's like, I'm not going to spend all this money just to be online. Half the reason he's in college was for the experience. So that's when he bought his truck and first trailer and kind of just slapped the logo on the side of the trailer saying junk removal and put a number on there, and that's kind of how we got going. Kind of started brainstorming. He's like realizing he wasn't getting a lot of calls, probably just because he put on junk removal and a number on there. So we went to the University of Redlands, and we were called the Bulldogs. We both played sports there, and we always called ourselves the Dogs. And it was spelled D-A-W-G-S is how they spell it. So he was sitting in bed one night and kind of just randomly popped up with the name Junk Dogs. Kind of took it serious for about 6 months. Was really advertising hard, kind of doing whatever he can to get jobs. And then about another 6 months came across, and he kind of took the foot off the pedal. Was kind of getting back with friends because school was kind of starting up slowly but surely. And it really came down to my mom kind of sitting him down and being like, hey, look, you either one, need to go back to school and finish out because you have a year left, or 2, it's time to start taking this junk removal thing a little bit more seriously. And he was making money at the time doing the junk removal, so he's like, there's no way in hell I'm going back to school. So that's when he eventually kind of took it a little bit more serious, started watching YouTube videos, researching other junk removal companies, and we eventually were able to get our first truck. Now when he started taking a little bit more serious, that's kind of when I got involved. I was actually teaching for 3 years in Redlands at middle school doing PE and then coaching high school football after. But I would do jobs, help out after school if I didn't have practice or on the weekends when I didn't have anything to do. So I was kind of getting involved, and I would talk with him every day because we actually shared a master bedroom to save some money with a couple of our college buddies. So I was there when he was working, he was there when I was doing my thing, but it was 2020 again, Christmas time, and he presented me with a contract as my Christmas present. And I've always wanted to work with my brother. I thought he was going to come teach and coach with me, but he said he found something better, so he ended up getting me out of teaching, and that's when I kind of joined Junk Dogs. And ever since, we've expanded the company pretty tremendously in the past 2.5 years. We now do have 5 trucks, so 6th truck coming on the way. We are located in Redlands, but we definitely service all of the Inland Empire, and we're actually looking to get a office kind of in the deeper Riverside, Corona area, just because that 91 traffic is not fun to sit in at the end of the day. So we are looking to expand, and I never have done one of these, so I'm excited to be presenting today to you guys. And a little bit about our services is we do anything big or small. We're locally family owned.